Family Wagwan there. Good afternoon, good evening some places, good night some places, anywhere out in the world. Manners and respect family, welcome on board. Go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel and just like as you come on board. Now people, I'm going to talk to you today about these guys right here, so them crime plan. There's no crime plan, family. We never see such incompetent people before. How can you keep doing the same stuff over and over and expect a different result? Just this week, recently, last week, Chang. Chang is blaming the PNP for our crime problem. People, look how long Andrew Onis in power. Look how long Labour right in control. Why is it Chang looking for a scapegoat? Why is he looking for somebody to blame? You're in power now. PNP have nothing to do with it. About 7 years Andrew Onis in power now, and Andrew Onis promised us that we would sleep with our windows and door open. How come you not deliver on that? We already know the problem before Andrew come in there, you know. He identify the problem and blame the PNP for it. And promise us that we fix it. It might be fixed. Fix it so good that we can sleep with our windows and door open. And these guys here, all them can come up with is us Zozo after Zozo after Zozo after Zozo. Nothing more than brute force, rough up tactics. You know, they must see that so like some stuff where Israel, the country of Israel, that do. Police state, brute force. This now gonna work. This is just another bad advice coming from this man. We get $18 million a year to fail us again and again and over. He's earning $18 million annually of our tax money to make more Jamaicans dead. Make that sink in. He is getting $18 million per annum of our tax money, and while he's there, the most Jamaican dead, the most blood under his watch. You see what I'm saying? The Prime Minister don't care. According to the street, him and the Prime Minister are cousin. He was the Prime Minister advisor also. So the amount of people are dead in Jamaica don't mean nothing to the Prime Minister. You want to believe if somebody's feeling so bad at their job, you'd have moved them up. Try somebody else. Especially a job where people are losing their life. Any job about here what we got. If we feel not our job, we company getting rid of us. No question asked. Them cut off the CEO neck, them cut off the manager neck, anybody they attack. But this man right here get to sit in an $18 million a year job doing absolutely nothing. Andrew on the other hand sat for how long? And what Jamaicans are for Jamaicans dead. Watch the youth them, everything does get worse. Now the youth them between 15 and 17 year old, they are criminals. You just hear Anthony Anderson say the same thing the other day. People, if Anthony Anderson was a patriot, he would have stepped down. You don't wait for somebody to ask you to resign. You would have known that the job that you're doing, you now manage it and now do it good. But it's all about money over the people in life. With Andrew Onis, the reason why I'm not get rid of that man, it's all about cronyism. Cronyism. You know? Cronyism over anything. Friendship over the people in life. The economy has been affected since this man in there, Andrew, failed to move him. Because the US slapped the first travel advisory the day after cabinet reshuffle, the so-called cabinet reshuffle, when him and Chang sat in the same place after the cabinet reshuffle. I believe that's why the US put the first travel advisory on us, because it's the day after the so-called cabinet reshuffle, the US come in with the first travel advisory. I would have feel the same way too like the US. When I look and say crime is our biggest problem, and after the so-called reshuffle, the man them that were supposed to be removed, the man that is put over crime fighting that is feeling so much, are still there. I truly believe that's why the US slapped the first travel advisory on us. And I also believe that Andrew Onis don't care. Andrew Onis don't care how much US beat up Jamaica. Andrew Onis don't care how much travel advisory we get. Andrew don't care how we look to the rest of the world. Andrew don't care how much crime there in Jamaica. Andrew don't care how much dead baby out there. Andrew don't care how much blood paved the road. They don't care, people. If you care, you would remove Chang and Anderson. Replace them. Find somewhere else and put them. Put another labor right with Chang today. Shuffle up the thing, shuffle up the deck. But you do not care for the lots of life that is lost. You have regular companies that hire a CEO or a manager to take care of sales. Selling anything. And them go down in sales. You get fired, much less a man where some of life are lost. So what about life? You have bosses, CEOs of companies who are there for sale purposes. And if the company go down, sales go down, guess what happened to them? They fire them. This have nothing to do with no sale. This have everything to do with people's lives and the country that we are run, that the US seems as if they're not stopping with the travel advisory in Jamaica. The first one came is the day after the so-called cabinet reshuffle. When the whole of it was looking for the removal of Chang and Anderson, it didn't happen. And after, the day after, the US come down with the first travel advisory. People, you know, take a man with glasses, all the blind can say, because this man is still there, Andrew Onis put him friend them over the country and over people's life. It's selfish what's going on. Why Andrew don't move this man, him and Anderson and Chang? Why they don't move him? It's selfish what's going on in Jamaica. All this man can recommend to the Prime Minister is Zozo. All him can recommend is Zozo. You hear? That's not gonna stop nothing because that is the recommendation of this man ever since him hold the job, and it only make crime go up. So basically, you use the same solution we feel for try it again. You're trying a lot of failed solution and fail, wasting taxpayers' money. Only one make you believe you're doing something. Soldier and police pan road, but that's not crime fighting Jamaica. British ambassadors say politicians are bringing in guns. Find them politician first. Which politician in Jamaica are bringing in guns? Politicians are linked with badman, gunman, garrison, thugs. Politicians are still linked with badman, dangerous elements in Jamaica. Find those first. You can't go down a bottom for solving the crime problem. Every time a Zozo going at the ghetto to solve the crime problem, when they're standing right next door to the criminal when they lock up. When they stand up right next to these criminals where you guys must lock up. But no, they're dressed up in a suit and tie. Right? They ain't doing nothing. They're innocent. Yeah? Suit and tie, most expensive suit and tie and proper haircut and, you know, smell good under them stinking cologne. And send Zozo go down to the ghetto. Let me tell you, to even the dunces, man, so. You can't expect to do the same thing and expect a different result. This is the same man been giving the Prime Minister the same advice ever since he been there. Peer Zozo, and the youth them get wickeder. The younger youth them from 15 to 17, them a kill more them in a them a get in a trouble, people. Talk to the local youth them, speak to the local youth them. People, talk with the local youth, the local nephew them, 15 to 17. Them a create a lot of havoc in Jamaica, a lot of murders, and them live with them parents. So it tells us that Jamaica gone south. When they have the younger generation, I grow up a kill. When we think so we get out of the murdering. And the younger one them a grow up and we ready for murder again. All over again. While we have these incompetent guys in office. People, look, take a look at this man's face. You can see the face of an uncaring man. Him not care nothing about ya, him not care nothing about the country. Me tell you guys already, somehow now run up and down and go like say, are the best thing since sliced bread. Andrew Onis could care nothing about you or this country. Because if he had care about the people, the blood will spill, him that try move this man like any manager get removed, our CEO get removed from a failed company. The JCF is failing. The Ministry of National Security is failing bad. And all Chang over there can do a blame PNP. We not take that, brother. You can't blame PNP for Andrew Onis' failure. You can't blame PNP for Andrew Onis' failure. Andrew Onis in there a long time. And before him come in there, him claims him identify the problem over the PNP and him got the solution that will make us sleep with our windows and door open. Talk about that. Talk about the solution where him never have. Talk about the solution that Andrew Onis never have. Not more pure con game. All the videos are out there. All the plan where this man plan, all the plan where him have. None of it work, people. None of it. Everything Andrew touches dies. Remember me tell you that. Everything Andrew touches dies. One other thing, you cannot have corruption and fight corruption. That not gonna work. You can't have corrupt politician. I try to go figure lock up criminal. You can't have criminal or hunt criminal. It not gonna work, family. It not gonna work. Start with the criminal them in office first, and Jamaica will be better. And what problem, you know? What problem is the criminal them we have in our office? Those are the problem, not the local youth them. Because them youth, they give them a chance to come and find them local youth, they will change them life because you have crooked politicians who are enhance and promote the nastiness of them politicians and promote Jamaica. You understand me? The local youth, them when they send police and soldiers to go kill people. And them local youth, they over foreign. Them not change them life because they have proper law to deal with them youth, they make the youth they change their life. But when you have politicians that rub shoulder to shoulder with criminals, they pay criminality, man. And when they get frustrated now, you send soldier and police, we murder everybody, lock up everybody. We don't know proper crime fighting. Just the same way we not tell bad man say, show up at the station by 5 o'clock this evening. Pure nonsense. This man don't give a no good recommendation, but the Prime Minister sit down there because what me I hear say I'm cousin. Yeah, I'm cousin advisor. So I'm put him in the job, $18 million. Big failure. Jamaica can't bleed no more, Mr. Prime Minister. Jamaica can't cry no more, Mr. Prime Minister. No more tears in a poor people's eye. No more belly banning. Jamaica belly hot them enough. Why you don't move this man? Why don't you remove this man on behalf of the country? Do something patriotic. Why don't you remove this man? Him and Anderson. Put them somewhere else. Jesus.